Welcome to the Dream Clinic, and I'm your resident dream doctor, Pastor James W. Miller III. I would just like to welcome you to what we believe this is going to be a innovative platform that we want to bring um, to the social media area. So I just want to kind of briefly go over what we believe that the intent and the purpose of this show is that um, we call this our online school a dream interpretation. Okay, so what we're trying to do here, we're trying to build a community of believers and also non-believers, um, and talk and discuss dreams. Now, we're going to be talking about dreams from a Christian and a biblical perspective, and so we're going to talk about um, three different levels of dreams. This is something that we'll be talking about over the next several weeks. I like to place dreams in three areas. One, the first area I like to call the babes in Christ. These are usually dreams in which that the dreams are basically just centered upon you. And then the second level of dreams I like to call when you are in an area of being a servant. Okay, and that's when God will begin to give you dreams concerning other people and other situations, and he will sit back and just see how you handle that. Will you be obedient? Will you get up and pray for that individual? Will you pray for somebody who is not in your household? If God show you a dream and tell you to go and do something for this individual, will you get up and do it? Um, and so we'll talk about those type of dreams, and I'll give you different type of indications when you know you're moving from the babe in Christ level to the servant level. And then the third level is the level I like to call um, friends of God. The Bible say that Abraham was a friend of God. And why? Because there are things you share with your friends that you don't share with other people. So those are going to be dreams based upon like nations, on the body of Christ. So those are things that are going to be dealing with like national leaders, leaders of the body of Christ, um, things in which that He is moving in the body of Christ. For example, let me just share this as we in our opening before we get into the crust of the show. I remember years ago that I had a dream and of this guy that I had never seen, and I actually saw and heard the name of the guy in the dream. But I can tell you, it wasn't in America. That he was in a Muslim country. I don't know what country he was in, but I was watching him as he was going out to preach the gospel, and how God had angels of the Lord around him to protect him. And when I woke up that morning from that dream, I had knew that I was given an assignment to pray over this guy. Okay, so so why? Because this guy was very instrumental in his nation, and for the gospel to go forth. So we're going to talk about those three different levels of dreams, and tonight I'm kind of flying a little solo. My co-host is not currently here right now, but hopefully be joining us a little later. And this week I want to open up with a dream. Now let me set this up. Also, hopefully, do me a favor, guys. Share and like, please. Share share this video and like it. Share it and like it. Share it with your family members. Share it with your friends. Just share it with everyone. Okay, so today I want to start out talking about a certain type of dreams. Okay, so tonight I want to talk about a dream that is centered around when God is about to alert you that you're about to go into a season of trials. Okay. when you go into a season of trials, the purpose of that season is to prepare you for promotion. But the reason why God give you the dream in advance, why, is because He wants you to prepare yourself. Now, we read in the Bible and Luke, when Jesus began to go in the wilderness and He fasted for 40 days and 40 nights. Uh, there was a preparation that Jesus had Himself in before He went and when before He went into that trial. Now, if you notice before that, the Bible say He was led in the wilderness by the Spirit. That means that it was God ordained. Okay, so I want to talk about two contrasting dreams dealing with trials. Okay, I'm gonna talk about a dream, an example of a dream that God would give you when you're about to go through a trial, and then I'm gonna show you a dream that somebody had that it looks like a trial, but it wasn't a trial. It was a trial out of season. Okay, it was a trial out of season. So we're going to talk about dreams that are mimic and where God is showing that, hey, get ready, you are about to go through a trial. Okay, it's always nice when the Lord give us a dream and let us know in advance. Now, unfortunately for Brother Job didn't have a dream to let him know in advance that he was about to go in the midst of a trial. Amen. But I just want to share this particular dream. Actually, this is the very first dream that I ever had when God was telling me that I was about to go through a trial. So I'm going to talk about that dream first, and then I'm going to put up on the screen a second dream that shows a trial out of season. Okay. All right. So this is a dream I had years ago. We're going to talk about this dream, and I want to walk you guys through it. I had this dream that I was walking up to this apartment complex, and it was nighttime. Okay, and when I got up to the apartment complex, now there was a stairs that was leading up to the second level of the apartment complex. Okay, but as I was coming up to the apartment complex, there was an angel standing there. Now the angel was, I mean, I mean, it was no way to miss that he was an angel. He was radiant white. There was like a glow, like the glory of God was on him, and he began to walk up the stairs, and I began to follow him. And so I immediately left, and I want you to pay attention to this, to the very first level, and I walked up to the second level of this apartment complex. And then all of a sudden the angel stopped in front of a door. And he looked at me, and I knew I was supposed to go inside that door, inside the dream. But all of a sudden the angel just turned around and he stood there like a soldier. And I knew that he could not go in to that he wasn't allowed to go into the room with me. Okay, so I began to open up the door. I began to go into this apartment, and there was only two doors in the apartment. And so I went to the very first door, and I opened the door, and when I opened the door, there was a room full of money. I mean, I looked in that room, and it was just $100 bill, 20. I mean, just money everywhere. But when I opened up that door, I can feel the corruption of the world. I can feel the desire for riches. I don't know quite how to explain it, but I can feel that pull on my body. And immediately I knew, no, no, no. And I closed the door. Notice that term, I closed the door. And then I went to the second door in the apartment, and I opened that particular door, And when I opened that door, there was these two women that was sitting on the bed, and they were motioning me to come. And I looked, and I went, "Oh no, 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 we definitely can't do that." And I closed the door. Okay, and then I turned around and I walked out of the apartment. And as soon as I got outside the apartment, there was the angel was right there waiting on me, and he looked at me and he smiled. And then all of a sudden, we began to go up to another staircase. Okay, now we began to go to the third level. And as I began to take these next flight of stairs up, all of a sudden, my clothes that I was wearing changed. And all of a sudden, I was wearing military uh, garment, like I was in the army. And all of a sudden, bullets was being shot at me, and but the angel of the Lord was still there with me. And all of a sudden the angel began to run. And in the dream, I knew that I was supposed to run directly behind the angel. So I began to run, and now there's bullets that have still been shot at me. It's kind of like in the movies. I can see the bullets hitting the ground and fire spark up. Now remember, it's still night, and the angel run to the right. I run to the right behind the angel. The angel run to the left. I run to the left behind him. The angel all of a sudden he stops running, and all of a sudden I just stop running. Then all of a sudden he takes off running again, and all of a sudden I'm running right behind him. And then all of a sudden now I'm running, and all of a sudden the scene changed. The angel disappeared, and now it is sunlight, and I'm running along the side of a beach shore. And in front of me is Jesus, and behind Jesus is the Apostle Paul. Now, I don't exactly know how I knew it was Apostle Paul, but in dreams there are information that God would just download in you. I automatically knew it was Apostle Paul, and behind Apostle Paul was me. So here it is. I'm running along the beach. Jesus in front. The Apostle Paul is in the middle, and here I am, third in line, running. And all of a sudden, Jesus took a turn and he began to leave the shores of the beach, and he began to run on the water. And immediately after that, Paul turned behind him and he began to run on the water. And then, as soon as I got right there to the edge of the water, I looked down and I stopped. I was like, no, I'm not going out there on that water. And then all of a sudden, Jesus stopped. He turned around, he looked at me, and he did like this, beckoned me to come. And that was it. The dream was over. Okay. That was a dream in which God was uh, letting me know, listen, you're about to go through a season of testing and trials. The first level of the dream was that was my uh, initial phase there. That was me being turning my life over to the Lord. That's the first level. The second level being to go up to the second level of the apartment complex, and I went into this apartment room like you guys, as I explained earlier, two rooms. Okay, I was going to be in a season of temptation. One was going to be a temptation of my flesh, and the other was going to be a temptation of being honest and walking in integrity when it comes to money and to finance. He said, okay, you're about to go through a season. You're going to go through a season of temptation. Okay. Then after that, you notice I went up to the third level. And then all of a sudden, I was in a military garment. And these bullets was flying at me. He said, listen, so I knew that as soon as you go through the season of temptation, now you're going to go through a season of spiritual warfare. And the Lord was telling me, okay, this is how you survive a season of spiritual warfare. If you notice, I said that as soon as the angel ran, I ran. When the angel ran, when he went to the right, I went to the right. When he went to the left, I was right behind him. I went to the left. When he stopped, I stopped. Even though the bullet was still flying. When he stopped, I stopped. When he ran again, I ran again. And then all of a sudden, That season ended, and I was all of a sudden on the shores of the beach. It was a beautiful blue sky. The water was beautiful. The sand along the beach, and I'm running out to Jesus, and behind Jesus is the Apostle Paul, and the Apostle Paul was me. So, so I knew that the Lord was preparing me for ministry, but he was letting me know, listen, you're about to go through these seasons of being tested, of being tried. And he was letting me know, once you go through these seasons, if you are successful, your next season is going to birth you into ministry. Okay, so now that is an example of when God is preparing us and let us know, okay, you are about to go into a season of tests and trials. Now I want to talk about a a uh, a season in which the enemy would try to pull you into a struggle, try to pull you into a trial that is not your season to go into. Okay, so now I want to put up this. I'm gonna bring to the stream a dream. Okay, this is a dream that somebody sent in, and I want you to listen. I want you to listen to this as we go over this. This is what a person sent in. It said, "In my dream, I was in a completely white room with a glass sliding door and an orange cat. It was on an orange cat sitting inside. Outside, there was a Bengal tiger and a white tiger. Okay, so so notice now, this person is inside the room. Notice that they let you know the room was white, but inside that room with them, it was a cat, and the cat was orange. Excuse me. And there's a sliding glass door, so they're able to look outside the glass door, and they can see a Bengal tiger and a white tiger. Okay, and then the next part says this: the orange cat. No, no, wait, I'm sorry, I missed the part. It said that the Bengal tiger tried to pry open a small gap in the door, but I quickly closed it. The orange cat hissed at me, and I backed into the corner, watching as the tigers attempted to open the sliding door. Okay, so this is a dream that somebody had and sitting in this week. Okay, this dream right here now is that is that the Lord is eh, gave this person a dream to alarm them, to give them a warning. Listen, uh, the enemy is trying to get in. Okay, and he's trying to, and God is getting showing all these uh, um, um, animals to explain certain things. Okay, for example, the room is white, so that means that righteousness is present. That's the person. Okay, now there's an orange cat inside the room. Okay, now the orange cat actually is an indication to show how the enemy is trying to get in. Okay, and the orange cat there is tied to a form of witchcraft. Okay, but it's not, it's not witchcraft in the sense of the way we might think of witchcraft. The Bible said this: rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft. Okay, so the cat there represent um, rebellion. It represent witchcraft now, but it's rebellion. And but there is a sliding glass door. Okay, so it is very transparent. Um, and so he's saying, listen, there are two things on the outside. Now, Okay, now the tiger mean that is I mean, this is something that's I'm trying to come out to this person that's going to be vicious. Okay, so that's the Bengal tiger. That's the normal color of a tiger, orange and black. But now there's a white tiger. Why is the tiger white? And why is the tiger trying to get in the room with the sliding glass door that has a little crack in there? The white tiger represent a person who's coming um, as a wolf in sheep clothing. This is a person that seem like that they're saved, but they're not really saved. Okay, that's why sometimes you have a dream where was very common dream are snakes. That's why there's sometimes you when you have a dream where the snake is white. Okay, that means that it's going to be coming through a connection with somebody inside the church, somebody who supposed to be connected to the body of Christ. Okay, so when you see something like this that's vicious, that's attacking, and it's on the side of the enemy, it lets you know how it's going to try to come in. Okay, and then now if you notice now, it said there was a small opening there, there was a small crack. Okay, and what did he do? He went and quickly closed that door. Okay, and then all of a sudden the cat hissed and he backed into the corner. So just to kind of sum it up, I know I kind of went a little long in detail. Is this God was warning this person, said, listen, be careful, don't let the spirit of rebellion, even though you might think that is very small, that's the size of the cat. Be careful that you don't allow it to open up something major in your life. So that's the glass door. That was the crack. So that's why he had to get in there, and the Lord is like, listen, move on this thing quickly. Okay, do not let rebellion come up against you, because listen, when you anytime a spirit of rebellion attaches itself to you, it basically what it opened the door for other things to come in. Okay, so and I first opened in there. I just kind of want to talk about an example of dreams that basically deal with trials. And but this one I wanted to talk about because it looked like, because somebody have this dream, you might, oh, hey, does it look like I'm about to go through something? No, 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 no. That's something that you can bring to an end. That's something you can kill, something that you can deal with, and make sure you take care of it. So I just wanted to talk about dreams and stuff that listen, that was not ordained by God, so that we can kill that and move on. Now listen, we have a Facebook group. Okay, we're about to get into our next phase of it. So listen, before we get into that, we do have a Facebook group called the Prophetic Dream Lab. Okay, so we want you guys to sign up for that group. Go to Facebook, put in the words Prophetic Dream Lab, and we want you guys to send in your dreams. Um, and hopefully, we can, if it's something we can use, we want to put on the show. And if I and as time permit me, I will try to do my best to email you guys back with the interpretation that I believe it is of the Lord. But listen, we want you to become part of it and be interactive. Why? Because our Facebook group, I'm talking about it just a little bit later, but our Facebook group is how we are going to interact with you. But you need to know where to send your dreams at, and also the very importance of writing down your dream in a journal. Okay, so before we get to our next phase, and before I begin to talk about the prophetic dream lab, I just want to give you an opportunity to let you know how you can send your dreams in to us, and we want to talk about, make sure you always write down your dreams, make sure you journal your dreams, and when we get into the next phase, I'll talk about the importance of that. So we just want to show right quickly how you can send your dreams in to the Dream Clinic.
Thank you for tuning in to the Dream Clinic. Job chapter 33, verses 14 through 16 states, "For God may speak in one way, or in another, yet man does not perceive it. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falls upon men, while slumbering on their beds. Then he opens the ears of men, and seals their instruction." Let Pastor Miller help you unlock and open the mysteries of your dreams. We invite you to submit your dreams for interpretation to the following email: dreams@thedreamdoctor.org. If you got dreams, we got you. With a donation of just $50 or more, you will receive a complimentary dream journal, as well as an e-book of 20 common dream symbols. But it doesn't stop there. Every donation is appreciated. Therefore, any donation will receive Pastor Miller's e-book of 20 common dream symbols. Thanks in advance for your contributions. Stay blessed.
Okay.
Hi. Okay, so we are back with the Dream
Okay, I'm back now.
Coffee. How you doing tonight, Pastor Miller?
Oh, I'm doing good. Doing good.
So,
Glad to see you.
yes, I'm glad. So, before we went to talk about the Facebook group, so now that we've had our commercial, can we know a little bit more about the dream that the was put in the Facebook group this week?
Yes, yes. So guys, I went and put in a dream in the Facebook group. So the reason we set up the Facebook group, because this is where I want to have interaction. Okay. Each week I'm going to put in a dream in the Facebook group. Okay. And I want you to go in there and offer your interpretation. Okay. Because this is where now that we're going to have a little interaction. Um, and excuse me, for example, like this week, Cheryl Peterson Gaines out of Ocala. She joined the Prophetic Dream Lab Facebook group, and I saw that she went in and she offered her interpretation of of the dream that we put in last week. So so the purpose of it is this, guys. We want you to go in and join the group. Go ahead and begin to offer your interpretation of the dream each week. Now, you will notice, like with anything in life, that you're going to get better. Okay, so as you are reading it and you're reading the dream, these are the things you're going to do. You're going to read it, you're going to meditate, you're going to just wait a minute, and you're going to just talk to the Lord. You're going to just begin to ask God for direction. You're going to, because even the Bible, remember, Joseph said what? He said, interpretation of dreams only come from who? God. Okay. So we are actually, you're going to actually get a moment and just listen to what the Spirit of God will begin to say to you. Okay, and with anything in life, the more you do it, the more you become proficient in it. You know, even the Bible tells us that we have to exercise what? The gift. So the more we exercise it, we get better at operating in that gift. So I want to bring up the dream that we had in the Facebook group. Well, let's see. It'd be nice if we can get the dream up. Is there no way we can get the dream up? Let me see. Maybe our producer can maybe see if we can pull the dream up. Let's see. We're gonna try to work on it. Okay. Okay. I don't think we're gonna be able to pull that up this week. But actually, I would just read it. Okay. Here's it is. Here's the dream. This is the dream that somebody had, uh, and it's in the Facebook group. So listen, if you're viewing now, uh, go to the Facebook group, go in there, put in, say, hey, let me join, because all of the all of the requests have to be approved. So we want to make sure we're going to keep it as a private group only, okay? But this is the dream that we put in last week, okay? The person said this: in my dream, I was riding in my car and racing against two other cars. The color of the car in the front of the pack was white. I sped up and tried to pass the white car, but I noticed my Tesla only had a 50% charge. Then I realized I didn't have enough power to overtake the lead car. EOD, which means end of dream. Now, let's go in here and let's take a look at Mrs. Peterson Game went in and offered her interpretation of the dream, which was, if I just say, spot on here. Okay, let's Betty up. Let's just go ahead and read it. I'm going to read to you what she had, what she put, what she offered her interpretation. Okay, she said this. She said, on your journey or in pursuit of destination, a purpose, uh, become distracted by others, being to engage in a race. You got in parentheses what your natural eyes see and witnessing, competition or comparing oneself with others. The card in the front white, purity, faith, hope, spiritual. In your pursuit, you sped up to pass the white car, moving out of fleshly desire and not by the spirit. You receive a nudge in the spirit. You weren't fully equipped, ready, or charged, nor did you have the power to engage, overtake, or become the leader of the race, head of the group. Other that was always on their journey. Others that was always on their journey. Okay, I'm not sure. Okay, but next week we we're still in the phase of working out some things. We're trying to get some things worked out. But next week we'll make sure we have the Facebook group showing up so that you guys could actually see what I'm reading. But if you're viewing, just go in and go to the Prophetic Dream Lab right now, and you can see the dream in there. Okay, so now parts of it, I want to just pull out parts of this. Okay, um, there's she said something about competition or comparing yourself to one another. Okay, I do agree with that part. It says that the car in front was white, purity, faith, and hope. Okay, the reason why the car in the front was white because it's saying that what you're chasing is right. Okay, there's certain things that we chase that we shouldn't be chasing in life, and there's certain things that we should chase. Okay, so in this dream, let me also break this down. Cars represent can represent several things. It's kind of dependent on the scenery of the dream. It can represent your personal ministry. It can work. It can represent your career, or it can represent your business. In this particular dream, this represent this person ministry. Okay, this is what God has called him uh, into ministry. Okay, now I wouldn't say fleshly per se. I wouldn't say that the person was kind of operating out of fleshly, um, because flesh kind of kind of would lean to sin. So I wouldn't say that, but I will say about you have to be how the Bible says it's not wise for us to compare ourselves one to another. Okay, so I can see that element there in the dream. Okay, so and then what's the next part they said here? Uh, it says that they say in your pursuit to speed up to pass the white card about the flesh that part. I would I would just there might be some element of that in there, but I really wouldn't lean to that. It said that you receive a nudge in the spirit that you weren't fully equipped already. 100% there on point. Okay. So God is letting them know, okay, listen, you are headed in the right direction. What you want to pursue is right and is righteous. That's the white card. Okay. And what they are pursuing is actually a lane and area that God wants them to pursue. Okay. But what they are doing is that God said, don't compare yourself to, to other people, even though y'all in the same vein, you're in the same walk, you might have the same gift, the same purpose, the same type of calling, but um, pursue it. But right now, it's not your time. Okay, it's not your time to be out front. If you notice in the dream, they said they tried to speed up, they tried to pass the white car. Okay, what he's trying to say is this: it's not your season to be out front. Okay, so they're supposed to do what they're doing right now, run their race. Okay, according to where they're at right now. But right now, I mean, they're not fully equipped, just like they said in the dream. Right now, they're not 100% fully equipped. They're not 100% fully empowered. So they, in their car, they looked down. Apparently, they were driving a Tesla, and they noticed their battery was only 50% charged. But there's one thing I do like about this dream is this: they had self awareness. There was self awareness in the dream that now notice they were starting out. They're like, wait a minute, I'm trying to speed. I'm getting, but all of a sudden they realize, wait a minute, I don't have enough power to do that. So great thing I do like about this dream is this: is that I do see that they were um, there was some awareness there. Okay. So great dream. Great dream. So to this, if I was talking to this person here, JJ, I would tell them, listen, what you doing, keep doing it. Okay.
At 50%.
You know, yeah,
Well,
uh-huh. Stay on the right track because you are headed in the right direction, you know, and you're gonna build it up. You know what I'm saying? They were at 50% charge. So I wouldn't say that this is not a negative dream,
no.
but God is letting them know, listen, this is where you're at right now. Um, learn to be content where you're at right now. And and just do great work. Just make sure you continue to do great work, and God will elevate them in time. So
And definitely never compare yourself. That's not
yes,
uh,
yes, yes, yes.
compare
So
is the game of fools. That's what they say. So don't compare yourself. Just keep on the right track. You're headed in the
mhm.
right
Yeah, and they and also the thing that I love about this dream here that the person had is that their motives are right,
direction.
right? Because the lead car was white. That one of the things that God always judge is your motives in everything we do. Trust me, I'm not going to talk about that tonight, but I cannot tell you how many times God has rebuked me in a dream about certain things. Uh, I'm gonna talk about one section we're gonna talk about when God will show up in your dream to correct you. Yeah, yeah. That's how you know that you're really growing. Okay, because you have to because if God show up to correct you, then that means that He know that you will respond to it. Okay, so but that's another whole subject. I want to. I don't want to get on. Get off subject. But that was our dream. That was in the prophetic dream lab this week. And when I heard that dream, and I was talking to this person, I was just encouraging them. I said, listen, Don't worry about where you're at right now. You're doing great. You're doing fine. But, just keep your eye on the lead car.
Yeah.
Keep your eye on the lead car. Because why? Because I told this person that's where God is trying to take you. One day you'll be there, but you're not ready right now. Oh, wait a minute. I think we lost you. No, no, no. Guys, okay, yeah, we lost her volume. We lost her volume. I think she, yeah. Okay, so guys, look, the prophetic dream lab so far is going good. So far, in 1 week, we have had about 70 people join the group. About 70 people have joined the group. So listen, once you join the group, this is what I want you to do. Invite other people. We had someone actually join the group and go out and invite like about 7 or 8 of their friends, and they had joined the group. Okay, so once you join the group, just invite your family members, friends to come on and join this group. So now, hopefully, as we grow, we'll begin to do a little interaction. Oh, there it is. We have some people there in the chat. I just want to give a shout out to Darlene, to my beautiful sister Deborah. Yes, my only sister. To Pastor Brenda Burns. Shout out, thank you. Also, thank you for tuning in. So, but listen, guys, we want you to go join that Facebook group, and I'm telling you, as it grow, it's going to be very interactive, and we're just gonna have a good time. What do you think about that, JJ? It's gonna
I
give us
think.
the time to interact.
Are you able to hear me now?
Oh yeah, okay, you're
Oh,
back now.
I was trying to. It it seemed like we already have our A+ student, the person who offered the interpretation.
Yeah, yeah,
So much for everyone who participated. I looked at some of the comments, and it seems like everybody's on the right track. And I was also saying what you were saying earlier. It does say in the Bible that God looks at the heart of a man.
yeah.
So it's good that they had that encouragement from you.
Mhm. Mhm. I'm sorry. What do you say now?
I'm trying to promise. But yeah, saying we already have our A+ student on the right track. Thank you guys so much for participating in the.
Yes, yes.
Oh, we got some more comments coming in.
Okay, all right. Thank you, thank you. Oh, Pastor, I'm Sharon. God bless you, woman of God.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
for tuning in. Now, listen, I'm gonna have to get with Pastor Sharon and BL. You talking about some dreamers there? BL be having some awesome dreams and stuff. So Pastor Sharon, you make sure you get BL to eventually in the future go in and join this group, because I think he's gonna really enjoy being part of the prophetic dream lab. So, but yeah, so I think we're gonna have us. Some pretty good group of students there. JJ, what you think?
Yes, I think they're already starting to sell in the Dream Clinic. I do also know that we have a few some information put up just about how they can visit and the
Yeah.
Dream thing. So we're gonna go to commercial real quick, and we'll be right back.
Okay.
If you would like to give a donation, you can conveniently give in the following ways. Cash App at Pastor James Miller. Online at our website www.torncenter.org/giving. By texting DREAMS to 833-474-3817. And last but not least, you can PayPal us at paypal.me/Pastor James Miller. We appreciate every donation we receive. God bless. We invite you to come worship with us at the Refreshing Center. We're a family-centered church, designed to empower individuals, build strong families, and bring change to the community. The Refreshing Center is a fellowship of believers located in the beautiful city of Leesburg, Florida. Come join us every Sunday at 11 a.m. for dynamic praise and worship and an inspiring word from the Lord, and every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. for our family Bible study hour as we journey through the Bible with insightful revelation. We hope to see you soon.
Okay, we are back. Okay,
That everybody's able to come and visit the Dream Doctor himself on Thursday. Trust me, get the way.
okay. I tell you, boy, I don't want to sound like the old church, but boy, I guess the devil is trying to kick up here tonight. Boy, they're trying to mess with everything, but it is not going to work here. But hey, that's okay. Listen, I could only hear a little tip of what you just said there, JJ. So I'm going to just assume that you were talking about the prophetic dream lab.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so guys, listen, join that and listen, I want you, I'm going to have another dream in there. Hopefully, I think I try to have it in there at least by Thursday. Okay.
Yes.
Maybe I'm Friday at the latest. So that'll give you guys at least a couple of days and stuff. Now, eventually, what we are going to open it up to where at a certain time period, we're going to allow you just to put a dream in there. We're going to open it up to where anybody can put a dream in, and we're going to basically turn it into like a forum, and then where we're going to have plenty of dreams each week, so you can go in and just offer your interpretation of the dream, and then we become that true prophetic dream network, offering interpretation of dreams. I'm going to deal with that a little later on. So I want to keep it going on the right track. Understand what I'm saying? I want to make sure that things don't get too far out left or right. So right now we're just going to keep it right now to where I'm the only one that's going to put in dreams, and then. But listen, guys, but I want everyone to go in and offer your dream interpretation. But listen now, are we going to do our dream symbol this week? I think, don't we supposed to do dream symbols?
I have
Okay. Once again, I'm going to have to guess what you say. This, yeah, yeah. I don't know what's going on, but okay. Okay. I tell you what, as we get ready to do our dream symbol, I'm going to give you we want to give you the information about the Refreshing Center Church, where I'm the senior pastor at. Hopefully you guys can come out, visit me. On the Sunday, you can meet the Dream Doctor in person. So I tell you what, let's run that right quick, and then we'll come back with the dream symbol.
We invite you to come worship with us at the Refreshing Center. We're a family-centered church designed to empower individuals, build strong families, and bring change to the community. The Refreshing Center is a fellowship of believers located in the beautiful city of Leesburg, Florida. Come join us every Sunday at 11 a.m. for dynamic praise and worship and an inspiring word from the Lord, and every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. for our family Bible study hour as we journey through the Bible with insightful revelation. We hope to see you soon.
Okay, we are back. We're going to end the show. We want to end the show each week with a dream symbol. Okay. If you want our free ebook, a 20 common dream symbols, just send it in to the email. Put the email up. I think it's dreams at thedreamdoctor.org. Amen. I think we had a couple of people sent in and request the free ebook. Um, and it's just something that we just want to give out to you guys. So these are very common ones. Now, listen, I want to talk about This is a very common one. You ever dream where you're falling? Where you're
Yeah,
like, someone is falling, they're just like falling, and a lot of those dreams you wake up, you know,
and then it
before you hit the ground and stuff.
jerk yourself awake.
Yeah, jerk yourself away. Okay, that is when you have that dream there, that's God trying to send you a signal to where there's something in your life you need to get control of. Just giving you a warning. There's something in your life you need to get control of. Now, a lot of times in these dreams, there's there's usually there's something in the front part. There's like a two-part dream. There's the usual dream with the scenery, everything going on, and then the dream end with the person just like falling, just falling and falling. So when you have dreams that you're just falling, those are something that is out of control in your life, or something that you're losing control of.
Okay.
Okay,
So
you
fall
either,
in lost control.
yeah, yeah, you either, yeah, it's something you got to get control of. Some you got to get control of. So, but that's our dream symbol that we want to end on this week. Okay.
Okay, thank you. That's a few dreams like that. I think almost everything.
Okay, I think it's happening again, but don't worry. We'll make sure we have this straightened out for next week. But once again, guys, thank you for tuning in. Listen, come back next Wednesday, every Wednesday night at 7:30. We're going to talk about dreams, and stick with us. We're going to become more interactive. We're going to have our chat box going up, and so we can just talk and have fun. God bless you. I look forward to interpret your dreams next week. And as JJ would say, sweet dreams. God bless you.